Ampersand, New York, July 28, 1901. Dear Joe, as you say, it is impracticable, in my case certainly, for me to assist in an appeal to that Congress of land thieves and liars would be to bring derision upon it. And for me to assist in an appeal for cash to pass through the hands of those missionaries out there, of any denomination, Catholic or Protestant, wouldn't do at all. They wouldn't handle money which I had soiled, and I wouldn't trust them with it anyway. They would devote it to the relief of suffering, I know that, but the sufferers selected would be converts. The missionary utterances exhibit no humane feeling toward the others, but in place of it a spirit of hate and hostility. And it is natural. The Bible forbids their presence there. Their trade is unlawful. Why shouldn't their characters be of necessity in harmony with, but never mind, let it go. It irritates me. Later. I have been reading young Wing's letter again. It may be that he is overwrought by his sympathies, but it may not be so. There may be other reasons why the missionaries are silent about the Shensi 2-year famine and cannibalism. It may be that there are so few Protestant converts there that the missionaries are able to take care of them, that they are not likely to largely concern themselves about Catholic converts and the others. It is quite natural, I think. That crude way of appealing to this government for help in a cause which has no money in it and no politics rises before me again in all its admirable innocence. Doesn't young Wing know us yet? However, he has been absent since 96 or 97. We have gone to hell since then. Kossuth couldn't raise 30 cents in Congress now, if he were back with his moving Magyar tail. I am on the front porch, lower one, main deck, of our little bijou of a dwelling house. The lake edge, lower Saranac, is so nearly under me that I can't see the shore, but only the water, small poured with rain splashes, for there is a heavy downpour. It is charmingly like sitting snuggled up on a ship's deck with the stretching sea all around, but very much more satisfactory, for at sea a rainstorm is depressing, while here, of course, the effect engendered is just a deep sense of comfort and contentment. The heavy forest shuts us solidly in on 3 sides. There are no neighbors. There are beautiful little tan-colored, impudent squirrels about. They take tea, 5 p.m., not invited, at the table in the woods where Jean does my typewriting, and one of them has been brave enough to sit upon Jean's knee with his tail curved over his back and munch his food. They come to dinner, 7 p.m., on the front porch, not invited. They all have the one name, Blennerhassett, from Burr's friend, and none of them answers to it except when hungry. We have been here since June 21st. For a little while we had some warm days, according to the family's estimate. I was hardly discommoded myself. Otherwise, the weather has been of the sort you are familiar with in these regions. Cool days and cool nights. We have heard of the hot wave every Wednesday, per the weekly paper. We allow no dailies to intrude. Last week through visitors also, the only ones we have had, Dr. Root and John Howells. We have the daily lake swim, and all the tribe, servants included, but not I, do a good deal of boating, sometimes with the guide, sometimes without him. Jean and Clara are competent with the oars. If we live another year, I hope we shall spend it summer in this house. We have taken the Appleton country seat overlooking the Hudson at Riverdale, 25 minutes from the Grand Central Station for a year beginning October 1st, with option for another year. We are obliged to be close to New York for a year or two. August 3rd. I go yachting a fortnight up north in a 20-knot boat 225 feet long with the owner, Mr. Rogers, Tom Reed, Dr. Rice, Colonel A.G. Payne, and one or two others. Judge Howland would go, but can't get away from engagements. Professor Sloane would go, but is in the grip of an illness. Come, will you go? If you can manage it, drop a postcard to me, care of H. Rogers, 26 Broadway. I shall be in New York a couple of days before we sail, July 31st or August 1st, perhaps the latter. And I think I shall stop at the Hotel Grosvenor, corner of 10th Street and 5th Avenue. We all send you and the Harmonies lots and gobs of love. Mark.